In this deep dive, we're not just explaining how to build big quads. We're unlocking the scientific blueprints, practical methodologies, and psychological hacks that will revolutionize your leg training. Prepare to discover the precise pathways to muscle hypertrophy, optimize your recovery, and bypass plateaus, all leading to a lower body that doesn't just look powerful, but is powerful. You'll gain an undeniable edge, not just in the gym, but in understanding your body's incredible capacity for transformation, ensuring every drop of effort yields monumental gains. Building truly massive quads, those sweeping, powerful pillars that command attention and unleash explosive force, is an endeavor rooted deeply in the principles of muscle hypertrophy, a complex biological dance orchestrated by mechanical tension, metabolic stress, and muscle damage. It's far more nuanced than simply lifting heavy. It's about intelligent application of these stimuli, an intricate understanding of biomechanics, and a steadfast commitment to progressive overload. Our journey begins with the foundational truth. The quadriceps femoris, comprised of the rectus femoris, vastus lateralis, vastus medialis, and vastus intermedius, responds uniquely to specific loading parameters and movement patterns. Each head, though working synergistically, possesses distinct functions and optimal recruitment profiles. The rectus femoris, for instance, being biarticular, crosses both the hip and knee joint, making exercises involving hip flexion and knee extension particularly effective for its development. Conversely, the vasti muscles, crossing only the knee, are primarily targeted through pure knee extension movements. The art of quad development lies in crafting a training regimen that comprehensively addresses all these components, ensuring no stone is left unturned in the pursuit of maximal growth. Consider, for a moment, the profound impact of range of motion. Many trainees inadvertently shortchange their quad development by performing partial repetitions, believing heavier loads compensate for incomplete movement. This, however, is a critical misstep. Research unequivocally demonstrates that training through a full, uncompromised range of motion, where the muscle is stretched under load and then fully contracted, leads to superior hypertrophy. Think about a deep squat, where your hamstrings nearly touch your calves. This extreme depth places the quads under significant stretch, particularly the vasti, creating a powerful stimulus for growth. The mechanical tension generated in this elongated state signals a cascade of cellular events, including increased protein synthesis, ultimately leading to muscle fiber accretion. Similarly, during a leg extension, ensuring a full extension at the top and a deep stretch at the bottom maximizes the time your quads spend under tension, driving adaptation. The twist here is understanding that more range isn't always just about stretching, it's about maximizing the effective tension across the entire contractile range of the muscle. This nuanced understanding is a game changer, shifting focus from merely moving weight to truly working the muscle through its complete functional arc. Now, let's confront the elephant in the room: load and intensity. While full range of motion is paramount, the absolute load lifted, relative to your 1 repetition maximum, 1 RM, dictates the recruitment of high-threshold motor units, those powerful, growth-prone muscle fibers. For optimal hypertrophy, a sweet spot generally lies between 60–85% of your 1 RM, performed for 6–12 repetitions. This range provides sufficient mechanical tension to stimulate growth while allowing for adequate volume. However, the true brilliance lies in the intelligent manipulation of relative intensity. This isn't just about the weight on the bar, but how close you push yourself to muscular failure. Training to very near concentric failure, where you cannot complete another repetition with good form, is a potent stimulus for growth. It signals to your body that current muscle mass is insufficient for the demands being placed upon it, compelling it to adapt and grow stronger. This payoff, the feeling of pushing beyond your perceived limits, is where true physiological adaptations are forged. But here's a crucial twist. Blindly training to failure on every set can lead to excessive fatigue, hindering recovery and potentially increasing injury risk. The intelligent lifter strategically incorporates sets to failure, perhaps on the final set of an exercise, or employs techniques like reps in reserve, RIR, to manage fatigue while still providing a robust growth stimulus. This delicate balance, the calculated dance between pushing hard and managing recovery, is a hallmark of advanced quad development. The often overlooked hero in the narrative of colossal quads is metabolic stress. This refers to the accumulation of metabolites like lactate, hydrogen ions, and inorganic phosphate within the muscle, creating that familiar burn sensation. While not as potent a hypertrophic driver as mechanical tension, metabolic stress plays a crucial supporting role. It leads to cellular swelling, which is believed to be an anabolic signal, and promotes the release of growth factors. Exercises that maintain constant tension on the muscle, such as leg extensions performed with controlled tempo and short rest periods, excel at generating metabolic stress. Think about the burning sensation deep within your quads as you approach the end of a high-repetition set of leg presses. That discomfort is a sign of metabolic stress, actively contributing to your quad growth. The twist is that you don't always need super heavy weights to achieve significant metabolic stress. Lighter loads with higher repetitions, or techniques like drop sets and supersets, can effectively maximize this pathway to growth. This offers a valuable tool for periods where heavier loading might be impractical or to provide a different stimulus for adaptation, ensuring your quads are constantly challenged in novel ways. Let's talk about the unsung hero of quad development, unilateral training. While bilateral movements like squats and leg presses are fundamental, incorporating exercises that train one leg at a time, think Bulgarian split squats, lunges, and single leg presses, offers a unique and powerful stimulus. Unilateral movements demand greater stability from your core and hip musculature, improving overall athleticism and addressing potential strength imbalances between your left and right leg. Crucially, they allow for a greater focus on individual quad recruitment, as each leg is forced to bear the full load independently. This often results in a more profound mind-muscle connection and a more targeted stimulus for growth in each leg. Imagine the focused intensity of a heavy Bulgarian split squat, where every fiber of your working quad is screaming for release. That heightened awareness and isolated tension can be a game-changer for breaking through plateaus. The twist? Many shy away from unilateral work due to its perceived difficulty or discomfort. However, embracing this challenge unlocks a new dimension of quad development, forging not just size, but also symmetry and functional strength. Now, we shift our focus to the architectural marvels of movement that sculpt truly epic quads: exercise selection and variation. While squats are undeniably king, a comprehensive quad building program must incorporate a diverse array of exercises to ensure all four heads are thoroughly stimulated and to prevent adaptation to a single movement pattern. The back squat, with its emphasis on hip and knee flexion, is a foundational compound movement that builds overall leg mass and strength. However, variations like the front squat, which places a greater emphasis on the quads due to a more upright torso position, are invaluable. Leg presses, with their ability to isolate the quads and allow for high training volumes, are another powerhouse. The magic truly happens when you strategically incorporate accessory movements like leg extensions, which isolate the knee extensors and allow for peak contraction, and hack squats, which, depending on foot placement, can uniquely target different aspects of the quads. The payoff here is a balanced, aesthetically pleasing, and functionally robust set of quads. The twist is not just doing more exercises, but understanding the specific contribution of each exercise to your overall quad development. This intelligent selection, driven by a deep understanding of biomechanics, is what separates good quad training from truly exceptional quad training. Let's address the often neglected, yet profoundly impactful, aspect of recovery and nutrition. You don't grow in the gym. You grow outside the gym, during periods of rest and repair. Adequate sleep, typically 7-9 hours per night, is non-negotiable for muscle recovery and hormonal optimization. During sleep, your body releases growth hormone and repairs damaged muscle tissue. Similarly, a meticulously planned nutrition strategy is the bedrock of muscle growth. A consistent surplus of calories, primarily from whole, unprocessed foods, provides the energy necessary for training and the building blocks for new muscle tissue. Protein intake, in particular, is paramount, with recommendations typically ranging from 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. This provides the amino acids necessary for muscle protein synthesis. Carbohydrates are your primary fuel source for intense training and are crucial for replenishing muscle glycogen stores. Healthy fats support hormonal balance and overall health. The payoff for meticulous recovery and nutrition is not just faster growth, but enhanced performance in the gym, allowing you to train harder and more consistently. The twist here is that many undervalue this pillar of growth, often focusing solely on the training aspect. However, without a robust recovery and nutritional foundation, even the most perfect training program will yield suboptimal results. This is where the magic of growth truly happens, a silent, yet powerful, transformation occurring far away from the clanging of weights. Finally, we arrive at the psychological mastery required for monumental quad development: patience, consistency, and intelligent progression. Building truly impressive quads is a marathon, not a sprint. It demands unwavering consistency in your training, adherence to your nutrition plan, and a profound understanding that progress is rarely linear. There will be plateaus, setbacks, and moments of frustration. However, the lifter who understands the long game, who embraces the grind, and who consistently applies the principles of progressive overload, gradually increasing the weight, repetitions, or reducing rest times over time, is the one who ultimately triumphs. The payoff is not just the physical manifestation of powerful quads, but the mental fortitude forged in the relentless pursuit of self-improvement. The ultimate twist is realizing that the journey of building big quads is as much about developing an indomitable spirit as it is about developing formidable muscle. It's a testament to your discipline, resilience, and unwavering belief in your own potential. Now, take this knowledge, internalize it, and apply it with relentless precision. The power to transform your quads, and indeed your entire physique, rests firmly in your hands. Remember, the burn is temporary, but the gains are eternal.